r/ask Reddit. Something is growing underneath my skin. I woke to searing pain in my abdomen, worse than the usual jungle sickness. At first, I thought it was food poisoning. We ate whatever we could find in the remote Borneo village, where I'd been working for months as a Peace Corps volunteer, but this was different. Sharp, intense, like something was tearing through me. I stumbled out of my hammock, sweat-soaked and shaky. My shirt clung to my body, heavy with the oppressive dampness of the jungle air. I lifted it and froze. Angry red bite marks dotted my skin, swollen and oozing pus. Panic clawed at my throat. I rushed outside, searching for Amir, the local healer. He was by a small fire, his wrinkled face bathed in its flickering light. Without a word, he gestured for me to sit. My mouth moved, trying to explain the pain, but the pressure building in my gut left me breathless. Amir's eyes darkened as he saw the bites. He muttered, "Itch, itch," a word I'd heard before. A spirit the villagers feared. I didn't believe in spirits, but the look in Amir's eyes shook me. He pressed his fingers to my skin, feeling for something. Then, his hand paused, his brow furrowed. With a swift motion, he grabbed a small blade, slicing a shallow line over one of the marks. Blood welled, then something else. A thin white tendril, wriggled free from the wound. My stomach lurched. "Parasite," Amir said, as if confirming my worst fear. I stared in horror as the tendril twisted under my skin, alive and feeding. How do I stop it? My voice cracked with terror. Amir didn't answer. He reached into his pouch, smearing herbs and oils over the wound, muttering prayers under his breath. The pain flared, burning as if the thing inside me was tearing itself free. I screamed, clutching at my sides, but Amir held me down. Through tear-blurred eyes, I saw him pull a hook-like tool from the fire, its tip glowing red. My heart pounded as he brought it to my abdomen. "Wait!" The hook plunged into my flesh. Pain exploded, white-hot and unbearable. I felt the wet, sickening pull as Amir dragged something from inside me. When my vision cleared, I saw it. The parasite, a grotesque, worm-like creature, squirming on the end of the hook. It twitched once before Amir crushed it beneath his boot, the crunch of its bones echoing in the silence. I sagged in relief, but it was short-lived. The bite marks remained, angry and red. The pain hadn't stopped. "More inside," Amir said quietly, his eyes never meeting mine. He reached for his pouch again. As dread washed over me, I realized this was only the beginning. I had been invaded. My body was no longer my own. And in the dark, something still moved beneath my skin.